INFJ females are often considered some of the most mysterious and deeply feeling individuals when it comes to romance. These women tend to keep their inner emotional worlds well guarded, revealing their truest selves only to those who have earned their trust over time. Their romantic secrets are woven into the quiet nuances of their behavior, the long gazes, the thoughtful gestures, the silences filled with meaning. At the core of an INFJ female's romantic world is a rich inner narrative. She doesn't just want love. She yearns for a deep soul connection, one that transcends superficiality and reaches into the realm of emotional and spiritual union. This kind of depth often leads her to romanticize relationships, even before they fully form. She may imagine how someone fits into her future, dream of shared values and experiences, and internally script meaningful interactions, all without saying a word. This can sometimes make her seem distant or hard to read, because what she's feeling is far more intense than what she reveals on the surface. INFJ women tend to be extremely intuitive when it comes to love. They can often sense someone's true intentions or emotional state before anything is said out loud. This heightened perception makes them cautious. They are constantly scanning for authenticity, searching for signs that someone is emotionally available and trustworthy. It's not uncommon for an INFJ female to hold back from expressing her feelings until she feels absolutely safe. Vulnerability is sacred to her, and she only offers it when she senses that her heart will be held with care. Beneath their gentle and empathic exterior, INFJ women often struggle with an internal conflict between their idealism and the imperfections of reality. They might fall in love with someone's potential rather than their present self, and when reality fails to meet their imagined vision, they can quietly retreat into themselves. Instead of confrontation, they may choose silence, introspection, or even disappearance. Yet they rarely stop caring. Their hearts remain attached in quiet ways, replaying conversations, wondering what could have been, even long after a relationship has ended. One of their most guarded romantic secrets is how deeply they love. To the outside world, they may appear calm, measured, even detached, but on the inside, their love is consuming. They can form emotional bonds that feel almost psychic, carrying the weight of their partner's emotions as if they were their own. They often give more than they receive, sometimes to the point of emotional exhaustion, especially if they feel their partner is struggling. Acts of service and small, almost invisible forms of affection are how they express love, through a thoughtful text, a handwritten letter, or remembering tiny details no one else notices. INFJ women are also deeply private about their romantic lives. They are not likely to broadcast their relationships or seek validation from the outside world. To them, love is a sacred, intimate experience. They often reveal only fragments of their feelings to even their closest friends. There's a quiet sacredness in their romantic world that they protect fiercely, not out of secrecy, but because sharing too much can make it feel less real, less theirs. When they do open their hearts, however, it's with a level of loyalty and emotional depth that is rare. They invest themselves fully, becoming best friend and soulmate, protector and muse. They are dreamers, yes, but they are also incredibly resilient. If their love is met with authenticity and emotional depth, they flourish and glow from within. But if their trust is broken, they may withdraw completely, disappearing like mist, grieving privately, rebuilding quietly, and eventually rising stronger, if a little more guarded. INFJ women often live with the quiet hope that someone, someday, will see past their carefully built defenses and love them not only for their warmth and insight, but for their deep, hidden complexity. They long for someone who will meet them at the level where words fail and only hearts understand. Until then, they remain gentle enigmas, silent romantics, writing poetry in their minds and dreaming of a love that is both rare and real. One of their greatest secrets is how deeply INFJ women crave emotional intimacy, but not the kind that's casually exchanged over drinks or through fleeting flirtation. She wants to feel seen, truly seen. For her, romance is not just about attraction or companionship. It's about spiritual resonance. She's often waiting for that one person who can look her in the eyes and recognize her soul. This yearning can lead her to feel like an outsider in a world that so often prioritizes convenience over connection. She won't settle for surface level. She's not interested in games. What she wants is rare, and she knows it, and yet she keeps hoping. Despite her longing for deep connection, an INFJ female may come across as elusive, even distant. This is not because she's cold or uninterested, but because she has learned to protect herself. She is naturally cautious with her heart and often tests the waters before allowing herself to fall. Even when she's falling for someone, she may do so silently. She might analyze every interaction, trying to read between the lines, wondering if the other person feels the same depth. Her intuition helps her sense emotional undercurrents, but can also make her wary, especially if she senses inconsistency, hidden motives, or emotional shallowness. Another secret is the way she romanticizes the idea of love itself. She may build entire emotional landscapes around someone before they even become aware of her feelings. She writes imaginary letters in her mind, plays out conversations in the quiet hours of the night, and feels every possibility with a kind of emotional intensity that most people only experience in fleeting moments. But she rarely acts on impulse. Her love is slow-burning, thoughtful, deliberate. There is also a side of INFJ women that can surprise people, their intensity. While she may appear reserved, there is a passionate current beneath the surface. In a truly safe and loving relationship, she will open in ways that are deeply sensual, imaginative, and uninhibited. She's not just romantic in a poetic sense. She is also deeply attuned to physical and emotional intimacy when she feels truly connected and secure.